Gerbeegly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Gerbeegly with another episode of Gaming with Gerbeegly, and I'm once again playing another random one-shot from over here on lag.com. This is a game called Wheelie Challenge, and it looks so freaking fun. All you have to do is you tap the screen and you hold it, and your guy does a wheelie, and you have to get by obstacles and try to go the farthest distance so that you can get the top score. Nice, easy, and simple. My favorite type of arcade game, especially over here on lag. This one looks really, really cool. Now, I don't know if there's like any sort of power-ups or anything like that. It doesn't sound like there's any sort of like sound effects or music going on, so if there's no music, at the very least, I'll add some of my own music for the video. But we're gonna see what types of obstacles we have to get by. Now, my guy, he knows that there's some danger ahead. He's wearing a helmet. He's keeping himself a little bit safe, especially when you see this little death counter in the bottom right of the screen. There's that little skull, very foreboding. I know it's a death counter. I don't know what the little trophy means in the bottom left of the screen, but maybe we'll find out here in a moment. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's tap and hold to wheelie. All right. Oh, okay. Right over, right away. Okay, so I guess the longer you hold, the more you lean back. I guess that's the mechanic at play here. Okay, I thought that it was just gonna be like, you hold it and he does like a 45-degree wheelie perfect. Oh, okay, so yeah, okay. All right, so I noticed there, that wasn't super great, but it was way better than my first attempt. Once you stop clicking, once you stop holding, your wheel starts dipping back down there. So even if your wheel, even if you don't fall off the bike, even if you don't bash your head very violently on the ground there, crap, just like that. Darn it, so that is a high score though, okay, barely. It was barely a high score, but we made it 2 whole points farther than the best high score we had a moment ago. But even if your wheel taps the ground, you lose and it counts as a death in the death corner. I mean, you might as well be dead because you lose all your pride once that happens. He's even kind of like putting his head down like, oh man, I feel really bad. You really made me mess up. My entire pro wheelie BMX career is over. Okay, so I'm sort of clicking here. Oh, holy crap. Whoa, you get a lot of air off of those ramps. That is big time big. All right, so I noticed that it's sort of like a Flappy Bird mechanic almost. Oopsie, that one wasn't very good. All right, so you have to be very wary of... Now I'm getting like a little bit frustrated, so I'm already getting a little bit frustrated by the game, so I'm messing up because I'm not playing correctly. I'm not thinking, oh no, I went too far. Oh, that is more frustrating than anything. But what I was gonna say is it's almost like a Flappy Bird mechanic with the front tire. You sort of like feather your clicks. All right, high score. It wasn't by much, but it was still a high score. I can move on, be happy. And by move on, I mean try again and try to beat that one. But yeah, as long as you're sort of like keeping your tire at a good, like, I'd say 45-degree angle is probably the ideal angle, although that's really tough to maintain. Oh man, because like when you go off those ramps, especially because it's just your back tire at that point, hitting the, oh God, if you're clicking at all, you just like do a crazy like Charlie Brown flip, missing the football there because I guess your back wheel's just spinning so hard and your body weight, yeah, tips you over behind you. Now, it's a lot easier keeping your wheel low to the ground. Granted, it's much more dangerous because then you tap the side of a ramp or something like that, but it's easier to try to pull up quick than it is to, oh God, I have a feeling I'm not gonna do very well at this game. It's a lot easier to do that than try to regain your balance after you start, because once you start hitting the point of no return, you're just gonna tip. There's no stopping it. There, I had stopped clicking, that you saw how slowly he like fell backwards. Once you hit that point of no return, there is no way that you can save your rider. He's ready to take a spill. He's ready to get some insane spinal cord injury, or God, he's just like banging the back of his head off the asphalt or the cement or whatever this is. I feel bad for him. We're getting high scores though, guys. We're gonna break 1,000. That's what we're gonna do. That is my goal, is to break 1,000. Gosh, I hope it's not like cement or asphalt. I really hope that maybe he's doing this in the woods. These are like log jumps, wooden jumps. Maybe the most that he's experiencing is some gross rotten leaves like getting on the back of his head as he drags it along the ground there when he crashes. But maybe just, you know, dirt and twigs. That's all he has to really deal with. No, my guy. Oh, he's leaning back too far. That was a run. Now, it's really interesting because the first 2 ramps especially are way harder, in my opinion, than the next couple ramps there. The ones that plateau at the top, they don't seem as hard because they almost give you like a little breather. They let you like realign. But those, oh man, that one especially, that second ramp gets me like almost every time. The reason for it is the peak of it, that is such a deep, violent peak that if your front wheel is down too far, you immediately slam it on the ground. But if you're leaned back too far like that, you immediately do like a backwards flip and you die. So, oh my gosh, that is frustrating. And there I barely tapped it. I barely tapped it. I'm getting tilted a little bit. I'm getting a little bit thrown off my game. I gotta stop thinking about it. See, what's happening is I'm thinking too hard about the strategy, and that's the sign of a good arcade game, is when it can get in your head. It's just one simple mechanic. It's very quick rounds. It's maybe a couple seconds of your life each time you play a round. That's it. It doesn't take a huge commitment or anything like that. But once it starts getting in your head and making you get psyched out, making you think, oh, I gotta do this thing instead of this other thing, instead of just going with your gut like I just did there. I didn't think about any strategy there. I was just going with my gut, and we blew past the record. We got 1,424, and I only wanted 1,000, so I'm feeling good about that run. We're gonna do another one. We gotta get to like 2,000. I feel like it gets easier once you get past a certain point in this. All right, just no. Why did I do that? I was trying to talk myself up. I was gonna go like little tippy taps, little taps like that. Yep. But instead I did a big tap and I held down way too long, and it kept me from reaping the benefits of being a good wheelie guy. Oh boy, wheelie guy. I see your tire. Your tire is good. Your tire's at a great angle. There's another sharp ramp. Those sharp ramps are so tough. They're so unfair. Oh my gosh, look at this ramp though that I would have been on. I got 2,385. Guys, I just got to keep calling the score that I want. I want 3,000 next time. We're going to blow by 3,000 now because we just blew by 2,000. Except I don't know if there's any surviving this. I'm going to have the most precise tire control of my entire life because those hills are so up and down so quickly that if my tire's even a little bit too low, I'm gonna smack the top of one of them or the side of one of them. And if my tire's even a little bit too high, I'm doing a little bit of a backflip. I'm doing an Evil Knievel on that ramp. Oh boy. Okay, over 1,000 points. That's a cinch. That's a cinch. Don't even look at the score. Instead of looking at the score, look at Mr. Bikeman's tire. No, don't look at it. Don't look at it. Go to the ground, though. I don't want it to go to the ground. I want it to go into the high score realm where God, see, now I'm gonna make stupid mistakes. Now I'm gonna get psyched out. Like I said, sign of a great arcade game, because what happens is once you get psyched out by a part that you've beaten before and you lose to a part that you have beaten before, you as a player have this instinct to be like, but I've beaten that before. I've done that 200 times before. Why do I keep dying at that same stupid spot? Is it because I'm bad all of a sudden? And you have to like prove to yourself 2,500. Okay, I will take that. That's a good improvement. That's a good improvement. That is a heck of a ramp though. That is an insane ramp to get by. But yeah, you keep going, wait, I've beaten this before. Why is this suddenly psyching me out? I have to keep going back in until I can beat that part reliably again. And see, I'm not doing it reliably again. I am gonna get sucked back into this like 1,000 times. I'm gonna have to do this over and over again. I'm gonna have to do this 1,000,000 times until I beat it again. I have to get 2,500. I have to. That is a good score though. I am very impressed. Oh God, the slow. That might as well just like have another stick man appear and shoot me in the face with a stick gun, because like, good God, once you start that slow death roll where you like know it's over, it's just torture to watch him fall backwards that slow. But yeah, 2,500 was way better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought that I was gonna be, I'm not good at the game. I'm clearly not good at the game. I bet there's people watching right now who are like, dude, I got 10,000. 2,500 is the tip of the iceberg, you pathetic loser. But me, 2,500 is a huge accomplishment. I thought I was gonna maybe get 1,000 in this game. Oh my God, and I can't even get that now because stupid idiot face here can't even stop leaning back so far. Oh, that was so close. That was, I survived the peak of the second ramp only to go slamming back down in defeat. Very bad. It feels so bad. All right, don't tap at all. You don't need it. All right. The problem is once you're up that high, once you're up this high, the front wheel starts coming back down a lot faster. So you gotta be careful of that. You gotta be real careful of that. No! It felt so good and it looked so good for a brief second, guys. That was so close. I thought that was the 3,000 run. As soon as I saw that best score dotted line there and we whizzed by it, We whizzed by that pretty good too. We whizzed by that by 200, almost 280 points. That was really close. What is that, 276, I think? Yeah, 276 more points than my previous best score, and it felt so freaking good. I thought for sure that was the 3,000 run, but I've already killed this guy 47 times. Like I said before, obviously not all of them are deaths. Some of them are just a death blow to his pride, but it felt really good. Man, I want to see what's coming up here, but I'm going to do it off camera. I want to see if you guys can beat that high score of 2,781. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself, seeing as how less than half of that was what I expected on getting. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me bash this poor dude's brains out accidentally, of course. I'm not a murderer. Please, come on. If you did, please be sure to go check this game out over on lag.com. And as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.